be defeated. Let me say,
And because God is the greatest power, we shall never, never be defeated.
yes, sir.
Greatest power, we shall never.
So I don't want to talk too much, but I'm gonna tell you now. So I went to that church probably about 5 years before the time I went in there. Crazy, ballistic, smell like cigarettes. I mean, this was a day I was like, I'm coming as I am. Like, I'm coming as I am. So I'm up there smoking crack, reading the Bible every day. I'm talking about I didn't put the Bible down, but the more I read the Bible and smoking crack, I'm going crazy. Like crazy, being in a dark bathroom, nothing on, thinking that the world could see me doing it, TV talking to me. I'm talking about it was bad. The TV talking to me. So I was like, okay, I'm going to church tomorrow. I'm gonna get myself together. You know, like I really knew that's what I wanted because I wouldn't even picked up the Bible and was smoking or nothing like that. And my mom was like, well, don't you want to see the kids before you go to get the help? No. Because I knew it was for myself this time. Like, every time, I'm a people pleaser. I was, and I'm probably still am, but I know how to, separate everything. So, I goes into this church, and before I went in there, I go in the bathroom. I'm trying to wash my hands, wash my face, try to smell good, cover the smoke off, and take the little crack eyes out. Just try and clean up. And then I was like, heck no. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of trying to put a facade on or clean up with what I need the very help with. I'm so tired of going in there trying to save face for me or my parents or whoever, because I don't want to make them look bad, but I'm doing bad. I'm doing real bad. So I heard something in my ear saying, Soraya, come as you are, and I got you. Like, because my God Gangsta, so he like, I got you. Like, I'm like, okay, dog, you got me. Let me go ahead and do some crazy stuff then. And I mean, it wasn't crazy on purpose. It's just that I felt crazy, so you was going to know I was going crazy. So I go in there crying like crazy. My father picked me up, and he looking at me. He ain't say a word. He didn't say a word. I'm like, my father probably think I'm crazy and all that. But anybody knew me from like a child went up, I always had a little crazy to me. Like, that's who made who I was, Soraya. I'm Soraya Parker, and I'm always going to be Soraya Parker, and she always a little spicy. So I goes in the church, and the minister, her name Minister Lisa, that's my girl right there. Sometimes she'll get a little churchy on me or whatever, but I still respect the mess out of her, so I'm going to listen to what she said. I know her heart is good, but sometimes I don't like that churchy stuff. Like, stop it. Enough is enough. But she saved my life. Still in the aspect of not liking certain things, God put her there for a reason. So she came back there. And it was another minister, her name Minister Deborah. She was there too. She said God told her to stay for the second service instead of actually leaving like she usually do. And that was the reason why, because I was going to be there needing help the way I needed. So they pulled me in the foyer because, see, my church, as you can see, they have like the cameras and on TV, all that. I'm crying. Like, they probably seen me crying so much. They were like, we got to get this girl the heck out of here. Before she make this church look like they got anything up in the air. That's probably not what they were saying, because that's not how they showed it, but I'm just saying, I play too much too. I play too much. So they put me in for you. What's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm on crack. If y'all don't help me today, because this is the last time I'm giving God any chance to save me. Like, any chance. If y'all don't help me today, somebody gonna die. Well, no, I'm going to die or somebody going to get killed. All I want is to get off of drugs, and I want my kids. I'm about to get emotional. So I just want to get off of drugs, and I want my kids. And I mean, I guess I'm emotional because I'm happy because I got my freaking kids now. It's just awesome. I mean, we got the best relationship, but you know, she like, just calm down, you know. They thought I was possessed. Like, I found out later, they thought that I was really possessed with, like, exorcist type of possessed. And it's all good, because, I mean, I felt like I was. Like, I needed, like, some oil, like, tied down to the ground, all that. I needed all that that day. But they asked you how many. They said if you stay at the end of the church, you know what I'm saying, but we'll actually get you some help. So in the midst of me staying there crying, I don't remember seeing nobody. I feel like it was just me, my father, them two in there, maybe a couple of people in there. And I know it was a lot of people in there, but I didn't see them. I never do when I'm praising God or whatever. And she was like, "Will I help you?" So that's just what they did. I promise you. Like, after church, I went up there and I just, like, renewed myself to God, because I already been saved. I don't know how many freaking times, God forgive me, but I mean, I just don't know how many times I've been saved already. And it's never been saved for real, because I still was hurting, still on drugs, doing what I do. And after church, Minister Deborah went to the hospital with me. They said they had me in a rehab center. It took them 6 hours to try to get blood from me. They couldn't even get blood for 6 hours. They couldn't even get it from my neck. Like, I always can get blood from myself, but I mean, I shot so much dope and did so much coke and so dehydrated. They could not believe that they worked on somebody that long and had a machine to try to get blood from and still couldn't get it. So, from that day on, I was good, because I knew it was for me. I mean, I was tired of doing it for my mother. I was tired of doing it for my father. I was tired of doing it for my sisters and hearing their mouth talking about you need to get your kids. I was tired of doing it for the kids. I was tired of doing it for the church, because I didn't want my parents to look bad. Like, my mother and father, they are, like, awesome. Like, they really are awesome, because they always was in church, and no matter what, they stayed in church. And they had us going to church a lot or whatever, but if it wasn't for me knowing the difference on experiencing God for yourself and just having, you know, knowing God but not knowing him for yourself, then I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I had to learn myself, and I had a serious butt whooping with him, teaching me what he was going to do with me, because he already told me several times when I died. I OD'd so many times thinking I was really, like, had the best dope. Because if you didn't OD, I didn't know it was an OD. I thought you was just passing out because you had so much dope, and it was the best dope in the world. They call it body bag dope. Well, I mean, all these dopes. And I didn't know I actually was dead for so many hours before God brought me back, telling me your life is not your own. I promise you. If I didn't hear him say that louder and louder every time I came back after ODing, because I was always by myself getting high. After ODing, I just would not be here, because he kept saying your life is not your own. You're not here for you no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not here for you no more. And I'm like, what the heck you mean? I'm not here for me. I'm trying to do me. And it wasn't about that. And then when I actually sold out to him, I'm not going to say I'm perfect. And I don't want to be perfect, to be honest. I don't want to be perfect. I hate when people make it seem like everything is cookies and, you know, cream with a cherry on top. I don't hate it. I just like when people make it seem like everything is always good. And people probably say, well, Soraya, like, they might be watching this today saying, Soraya, well, every time I say how you doing, you say amazing. But that's because I am doing amazing. That don't mean I went through some amazing stuff to get amazing. I just choose to be amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember that it could be so much worse. I promise you, I would never change the way I got here today. I would never change the fact that I've been through what I've been through, how many rehabs I've been through, you know, how many people's I hurt. Oh, yeah, I hurt them, but I don't live out of guilt anymore. And it took me 38 years. No, really, like 40. It was like 41 when I stopped living out of guilt and stopped doing things because I felt guilty about what I did in the past. Man, I mean, you better chalk it up. I ain't even feeling guilty no more, because people would take that and run with it. They'd run with it. They'd sit there and say, well, I know she feel like, you know, we can get this, and this. And then they start using it against you. Man, don't let me peep that. Because now you got me peeping your game. And then I can even use your game on you, and then it's not going to be good. And I don't like people playing games. I don't like games. Like, I'm just like, you know, sometimes I gotta like, you know, I can be classy. But a lot of times I'm like a little thuggish but classy. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm around people, and I gotta try to stop saying, you know what I'm saying, all the time. Like, do you understand what I mean? You know, I noticed that now because I remember watching the other podcast. I was like, I said, you know, I'm saying a lot. I'm not in the streets anymore, but I didn't care. But I can say, do you know what I mean? But do that make sense? You know, so I'm learning things backwards, but I would never change the way I'm learning things. Like, I would never change it. So I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work. Yeah, it's 6 o'clock. I go to, you know, the nail spa, get my nails done. That, you know, I got a contract with them. I go twice a week, 4:30 in the morning on Thursdays, 6 o'clock in the evening on Sundays. I work every day. Every day. But Sunday, like when I go to church, that's my like start over. Because it's something throughout the week that probably made me upset or whatever. But I don't never remember it after a certain time. Especially like when I go to church. I never remember it because I know life is too short. Like, I could really honestly just leave out this door and my heart can stop. And then my husband will be looking like, oh my God, my wife is gone. That's why I always say, you kiss me every time you see me. You kiss me every time you see me. And it's like, it's not a bad thing. We kiss each other when we go to sleep. Kiss each other before I walk out that door. When I walk in the door. This is every time because you don't understand. I've been around so many lives that just stopped, and you didn't even know it was coming. You didn't even know it was coming. People that you thought that was healthy, all kinds of stuff. I've been around so much death that you gotta just do something different and just love up on people. Like, I love hard. But when people make me mad, I be having to get away from them because I already know there's something sleeping inside me that just can't wait to come out and show off. But is it worth it? No, it's not. But it would be fun. I'm just keeping it real. I'm sorry. I'm just the realest person or the realest chick I'm going to meet because, I mean, yes, I can say that, you know, I don't never think like that no more, but I be lying. And lying is one of the biggest sins, you know, in the book. It's a lie. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to others. Be real. Be true. Like, always just like, you can't tell everybody that and they probably start trying to lay a scripture on you, whatever. I'm going to listen because maybe I could have said it different, but right now this is how I know I said it. So this is, if you know me, you know what I meant. And that's what I need, like, people to get to know me because then they won't never take offense. They would never say, well, she crazy. They would never say, you don't want to be around. They would never be scared of working with me. None of that. Like, I'm the best person you will ever want to meet because I've been through hell and back and I'm here to stay and I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here to make a change and I'm here to make a difference and I'm about to save like millions of lives. I ain't going nowhere. So I'm telling you, stop playing with me because I ain't to be played with. Get me on your team.
Yes, sir. Okay, y'all put it on like this right here.
different all natural products, which is 100% all biodegradable. It's no chemicals in it, but it works just as great as all chemicals. It get a blood, carpet, stains, crayons, marker, and it have a great smell to it. I live by what I do because my house is filled with nothing but all natural products. I don't use it unless I believe it.
Yes, sir.